Hello world. I wanted to do a quick video to share with you something that I spent a lot of time pulling my hair out over, and that's the color correction volumes in Unreal Engine. So for those of you that come from compositing backgrounds, maybe you're used to the ability to mask out certain areas in your scene and grade them however you want, whether it's for creative reasons or for matching to the plate, whatever it is. Of course, in reality, you can't do this. Nothing would just appear blue or green like this or red. It usually has to come from some kind of light source or whatever it is. But luckily, we're not on a film set. We can manipulate these things how we want. That's the beauty of doing this stuff in visual effects. So you can see here, I've got, these different masked areas, blue, red, and green. I can actually do any kind of grading in these areas and change these shapes to whatever I want. Maybe you fell into the same kind of initial thought that I had, which was I could do this using a post-process volume, which you drag in and it allows you to do a lot of sort of post effects, including color grading. You can grade things around, but as you probably know, if I bring this up to 10 in red, you can't see anything there until you fly into it. So it's really just a 2D effect that grades over the top of your actual, I guess, the lens of the camera that you're using in Unreal. You can, of course, set it to infinite extent on here, but that is not really what you want either, because you want it to be over a certain area like I've got here with this blue, green, and red. So that is where the color correction volume blueprint comes in. So if you watch, I'll just drag it in here. By default, it is a sphere. And so just very quickly in the details panel, I will just do a quick, pump up the red by 10. And you can see that it's made a mark only over what meshes it's actually crossing over. So it's almost kind of like a point light, I guess, this sphere. It'll go over go over whatever. So even the third person character as well. So you can see how this would be really useful. You can adjust kind of the fall off of the feathering of the edge as well. Whatever meshes I bring in there, it's just gonna treat it, as I say, like a point light. Then there is different ones you can use. You can use a box, which is just a cube. Works the same way. You see when I move up and down, there's nothing there, but then as soon as it collides with anything in the scene, it's going to start almost like, it's a mesh light in the same as a cube. Cylinder, cone is just kind of like a spotlight, I guess. Again, lots of uses you can imagine for this. This one's quite interesting, the direction. So that's just basically like a direction light, I guess, as well. When you move it, it doesn't actually change, but when you rotate it, it will move around the scene in the same way. And if I look behind me, see it's not there, but it's going to have its issues, this one. But you can imagine for quick solutions that can be quite good. Generally, I'm using the sphere with a nice fall off because it just allows for you to really nicely kind of add these things in. And then you've got all your usual controls for color grading that you're used to in things like the post-process volume, your offset, shadows, midtones, highlights, whatever it may be. So just a quick one. I hope that made sense. And hopefully this is useful to you as it was for me. Thanks a lot. Bye.